This is the third part in our alignment stick drill series. In today's video we're going to talk about chipping. This is the third video in our series of how to get better with alignment sticks. Chipping has a great bearing on your game of golf. Get better at chipping, your scores will come down and your index will come down as well. So just by these simple drills with the alignment sticks we've probably all got in our lockers and garages at home, we can get better at our chipping for 2022. Keeping a consistent head position throughout the swing is important if you want to be good at chipping. I do see a lot of people's heads moving, especially on the downswing, as they try to help the golf ball up in the air. So taking a lining up stick, golf ball's on the floor, push the lining up stick into the ground and you'll see that it covers the golf ball when you look down. So when you're, as I say, with the setup, what you're trying to do is to maintain your focus on the lining up stick. If you move your head, you'll start to see it down the back of the lining up stick. If your practice is mainly at a driving range, obviously getting the lining up stick into the concrete may be difficult. So take your basket, put it on the ground by your golf ball and slide it into the top of the basket. The similar concept you will get, and you keep that head nice and still and focus on that lining up stick. One of the things I'll see a lot of pupils do, especially in the takeaways, is take the club around and behind the body. And one thing that encourages you to do is to come a little bit from the inside, that heel hits the ground, and also we get the scoopy action that puts more topspin on it than the backspin nippy shot that we want from a chip. So we want to obviously get the golf club coming straight back and up. So putting the club down on the ground, we put it just on the inside of the golf ball and we want to match the angle of the golf club. So that way, if you take it around your body, you will hit that lining up stick. So this encourages you to come up and have a little bit more of a descending blow and nip that golf ball on. Obviously if you are at the driving range, I would suggest you use the basket to rest the lining up stick in. This drill gets you to think about your landing area, and that is all what we need to do in chipping. We land it in a certain point and then we allow the ball to run out towards the flag. So I'm just wondering if all the videos and drills that I've done so far, is there any that I have missed? You know, there is a lot out there. So is there any that you use in your practice that I haven't done? Pop it into the comment section down below. So taking the landing zone, have a couple of practice swings, and then we're just going to feel that we're going to land it in that landing zone and let the golf ball run out. If you are a regular viewer of my channel, you'll have seen this video before, and it's all about the left wrist breakdown. So what I see in lots of lessons I give at the golf club is that people try to help the golf ball up in the air. That is the worst thing that you can do, because you're hitting the leading edge, you know, so the golf ball goes very low, no control all the way across the green. So what we get is to get the lining up stick, put it down the back of the grip, and then take your grip and put the lining up stick down your left side of your body. And then you want to play the shot and make sure that this lining up stick doesn't hit you, because if you do use your wrists, it does block you, it will stop you from breaking your wrists, but it's a great feedback tool, and you'll find that you work your hips that little bit more and clear your way through. And you'll feel now that your left arm and your club are in line, and so this helps you identify where the golf ball is in your stance. So we've got this tee or crosshair that like we've had before the irons drills, and the golf ball's in the middle, so you can see where your golf ball is going to be. So obviously we want it in the middle, you know, everything zones into the middle, and then we just play the ball away. But thinking about different shots we play with chipping, if you want to play the golf ball that little bit lower, that chip and run, it helps you to identify that the golf ball is back on your stance. And maybe if you want to play the golf ball that little bit higher, you can put the golf ball slightly forward in your stance, and you can see visually where that golf ball is in relation to your stance. And I feel this is really important. I see the ball position is very much overlooked in a lot of modern teaching, but it is where the bottom of this circle that we create with this golf club is lowest point to the ground, and so it gives you your best strike and your best angle of attack. I always advocate playing chip shots with an open stance, and so line your golf club up with the outside lining up stick, and get your feet, your knees and your hips and your shoulders all parallel with this yellow lining up stick on the inside. So what I want you to do now is feel that you pull that left foot, if you are a right-handed player, backwards, so that it's further away from the lining up stick. I find a lot of people open their stance incorrectly and point their toes in front of the golf ball, and it gets their weight back onto the heel of the right foot. So toes parallel, pull that foot back. If you do scoop the golf ball by leaning backwards to try and help the golf ball up in the air to get underneath it, this again is adapted from the iron drill, and we put the lining up stick behind the golf ball just on the outside of your back foot or your right foot if you are a right-handed golfer. So what we obviously get now is to get the golf ball coming and missing the lining up stick. If you hit that lining up stick, you will have dropped this right shoulder back and you'll be in that scoopy action. So take it up and down, and you get that nice little nip. You get a little bit of check and a bit of action on that golf ball. Chipping is the key to lower scores, lowering that handicap, and in the process enjoying this great game even more. In the next video, I'll be covering how to improve your driving with lining up sticks. If you have enjoyed today's content, please give us a thumbs up, like. If you have yet to subscribe, please do consider hitting that subscription button below. I bring you weekly content to help you with your game. If you have any comments or any feedback or anything that I haven't covered in any video so far, I probably haven't covered everything, and there might be something that you want me to cover in future content. I look forward to welcoming you on my next video.